Okay, so yoga and the spine. First of all, I want to make a comment. It's pretty well known in small circles that the vast majority of people, 85% of people with chronic back pain, have a single cause. This is the Sarno theory, John Sarno. He just died recently, about 105 years old. He studied tens of thousands of people with low back pain when he was a general practitioner in West Virginia from the 40s until the 70s. And then he went on to become really one of the most important rehabilitation doctors in the world at the Rusk Institute in Manhattan. And it occurred to him that 85% of people with low back pain have one thing in common, but that 85% of those people will reject the idea once they hear it. So I'm going to tell you the punchline, even though I haven't really led you up through the whole story. Basically, the idea is that back pain is the physical manifestation of rage, anger. Now, I'll take that one step further. What is rage? Rage is fear's bodyguard. What is fear? Fear is instability in our consciousness, flitting from one place to another, living in the past, fearing the future. So all this ties together very philosophically, very don't try to put it together too tightly. It doesn't work. The tighter you get it, the less it works. And then, so what is yoga? Yoga reduces the fluctuations in consciousness, reduces the internal conflicts. Not going to get psychological about it. That's as far as it goes. So doing yoga and finding that place of presence of mind, presence of body, the connection between body, mind, and spirit only works in the now. And in the now, there is no fear. And where there's no fear, there is no rage. So yoga will help back pain. All you got to do first is agree to have a yoga discipline. Get back to that in a second. And secondly, take the time to do it. This does not, if yoga works immediately, it's not really yoga, it's physical therapy, which is all fine and good. But I'm here for something in the long term. This is why I've been doing this now for it'll be 18 years in April. Anyway, and I'm not good at it either. I'm here, I do what I do, I show up on the mat. So yoga poses that are supposed to be beneficial for low back pain include knee to chest, pelvic lift but also pelvic tilt, cat-cow, chair pose, and twisted chair. That will open up the back. And then there are some poses that will help relax the back and cool it down before I walk away. So let's see. It's not a very camera angle's not that good. Hello, whoever you are grading me. All right, still not going to work completely, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to sit down comfortably. I'm going to lie on my back. Stretch all the way out. I know you can't see me. And then bring the knees to the chest and hold it for at least 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then knees up like a bridge pose, but don't do a bridge pose. And now what I'm doing, and I know you can't see it, is pelvic tilts. Pressing the bottom of my pelvis, bottom of the lumbar sacral spine, bottom of the sacrum itself into the mat. Count to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now tilt it up. Tilt it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that again. Tilt it down. So the pressure is on my sacrum, just above my tailbone. 2, 3, 4, 5. And now Contract the belly just enough to bring the pelvis forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think a good idea would be to bring the knees back into the chest. 2, 3, 4, 5. And now come up to sit. Roll over the legs into a 4 tabletop. And do very, very slowly, very deliberately, and don't hurt oneself, 5 cat-cows. Drop the belly on the inhale. Raise the belly like a cat on the exhale. 2. 2, exhale. 3. 3, exhale. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 5. That's cat-cow. Step up. Bring the feet next to the hands. Take the feet at about hip distance. Start to come up into a chair. I'm going to hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twisted or revolved chair. Left elbow to right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up to chair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Twist to the left. Right elbow outside the right knee, left knee, if possible. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to chair. 2, 3, 4, 5. And just for completeness sake, I'm going to stretch my legs, come up all the way, and do a forward fold. And hold for 5. I have my fingers on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For our next trick, step back. We're going to do a Sphinx pose. Sphinx pose. So I'm lying on my belly. And just like the Sphinx in Egypt, I have my elbows under my shoulders. My hands are parallel. And I'm going to try to come up just enough so I can feel it in my mid-back, but don't dump into the low back. My back is doing pretty well overall, so I'm also pressing my pelvis into the ground. 3, 4, 5. Lower the head. Bring the hands back, palms up toward the hips, all the way back. I'm going to do a locust pose. Raising the head and shoulders, raising the legs off the ground, and then I'm going to raise my hands. So, for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale and let it go. In any way you want to, come back to on the back, This doesn't have to be elegant, it works. It's pose and counter pose. I'm lie on my back for a bridge pose. My feet are just beyond my hips at hip width. Breathe here for just a moment. On an inhale, press the sacrum into the ground. On an exhale, we all know bridge pose. Lift the hips. For this purpose, the position of the hands doesn't matter too much. Mine are now close to my heels. I'm just touching my heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it come down on an exhale. Roll over to one side. And then using your hands, push yourself back up. Keep going. Forward all the way, back to a tabletop. And then separate the knees with the toes touching. Sink the hips back into child's pose. I'm going to bring my arms out, touch my palms together, and bring the palms behind the neck. Sort of a modified prayer position. For 5 breaths, or as long as you want. Four, 5. Extend the elbows, put the palms on the ground. Gradually bring ourselves back up. I'm going to sit in hero's pose. It actually felt pretty good. Palms to heart. Relax. Breathe. Enjoy being alive. Enjoy having no conflicts. Enjoy no fear. Enjoy presence. And that's it. That is my mini yoga and the spine routine. Thank you for letting me share.
That was awesome, Mark.
Thank you.
So now you only have how many left to do?
2 or 3.
Do you want to knock them all out? Because Louise says he doesn't want to teach tonight, and we still have